Spoilers, I got food here. So I'm gonna be eating it a little bit. If you don't like food, then too bad. I like food. Welcome back, everybody, to Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We have 2 matches coming up your way. People are starting to get eliminated from the group stage. It's always a little bit sad, a hard job to do, so that's why I give it to other people, our GMs. So let's go ahead and hop on over and talk to our next GM for today. Please welcome on in Jeff. Oh, geez. I'm not laughing because Jeff. I'm laughing because you always know. You always know there's something special going on here. Oh, hello, Jeff.
I got something special.
So I've heard.
All the cookies in the world are monsters.
No, well, that's why I eat them all. I'm doing my part, Jeff. I'm doing my part.
But you can have a sword and a shield, an armor, and a fairy.
I usually use my teeth.
Oh. Well, that won't work here because they're monsters.
Ah, dang it. Well, okay. So we're using a sword, shield, not teeth. We're fighting cookies. What the...
No, they used to be cookies. They're now monsters.
Okay. Cookies that turned into monsters? What the crap are you talking about?
Illersia and Lustra, a South Korean DOS platformer that is on even the obscure side of games that I give out.
Yeah, South Korean DOS platformer. Those are words that I never imagined were true. I mean, I guess bootleg RoboCop was essentially that, you know? And
yeah,
that was a special game. I love that.
Yeah, I try and pick out things that are special.
Good. DOS platformers are rarely good anyway, though. So I have a feeling that this is going to be somewhat painful, but hopefully in a way that makes them laugh more than cry. But just the whole plot that you've explained to me, I don't understand any of it. Do you understand any of it? Why are we fighting cookie monsters?
They're not cookie monsters. They are monsters that used to be cookies, and the reason is that humans were not eating the delicious cookies enough.
Wait, so this is cookie propaganda?
Yes.
This is pro-cookie propaganda.
Yes.
I'm all for that. Okay.
Me too.
Was it made by the cookie industry?
No. This is, although last Kuso6rande I gave out a lot of adver games.
Yeah.
This is not one of them.
That somehow makes it even better, and I don't know how. Oh my gosh. Well, Jeff, let me go ahead and hear some of the audio so that we can start transitioning over to the match.
The audio is good. I dig it.
It's okay so far. Let me check with White Panther to see if we can have it turned up, though. It's a little bit quiet. Here are your 4 players for today, though. We've got Karma7, Bungaboo, White Panther, and Novasol. If you're one of the players, I saw you talking in chat just recently. You should not be in there. You need to boop your nose. Boop. Yeah. Hard boop. Okay, just checking to see if we can get the audio turned up a little bit. I'm excited for foreign jank. It's one of my favorite genres because there's so much that I just do not know.
This is even jank for South Korean platformers. It's got an interesting control scheme, and it doesn't work very well on top of that.
Oh, good.
There's left and right to walk, but you often need to run. And so you need to hit the left or right button twice.
So double tap to run. I mean, it could be worse.
But you have to wait like a fraction of a second. If you do it too quickly, then it doesn't start running.
Okay, I'm doing the countdown. Everybody spam all of your cookie/monster emotes because those show up a lot. What else should they spam?
Cookies. Just cookies.
Mostly cookies.
Just cookies.
Yeah, cookies. Oh no, it looked like PogChamp, or no, that other guy got eaten, partially devoured.
It looks like people.
This is ugly.
People got the hang of the run pretty quickly. Yeah, I wouldn't say ugly. I would say it's
beauty impaired.
I think it actually looks pretty high resolution.
What does that mean? It can't be bigger than like 640 by 480.
I think it is.
What even are you?
You are a entity that has a helmet and a cape, and
oh no,
no iframes, no lives, no continues, no mercy.
To tell the truth, most people in life don't have iframes. Like, that's to be expected.
Yeah, you get one life and no iframes.
This is terrifying. And I'm not just talking about the intro, okay?
And moving to the left, you just walk backwards. You don't actually turn around and move to the left.
I'm trying to think if I've seen any, like, platformer like this where you didn't turn around when you walked left, and I don't think I have. Like,
yeah,
maybe sort of sedan, but you can force yourself to turn around.
Yeah, there's no button to turn around. I think the Russian fighting game that we had last time, you had to hit a special key to turn around.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you could. Right.
Oh, what about that TurboGrafx side-scrolling like karate game? I'm pretty sure you can turn around in that. It was an auto-scroller though, so it made sense. But hoo boy. Yeah, that was bad. This is something beautiful and majestic, and
here you go. So there are 3 bars in the top left. The first one's your health. The second one seems to relate to the number of coins that you grab. And the third one is your mana. And your mana is used for magic. I haven't seen any of the players using it so far, but the space bar will summon a fairy to help you defeat some of the enemies.
Is it not the pink thing that spawns?
Oh, maybe I missed it and somebody did it.
I think on the left side, either White Panther or Kerma7 was summoning pink things.
Yeah, that is it. I like how they added the touch of the cape flying when you run. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not entirely sure what the, like, purple thing is when you kill the enemies. I mean, I guess it's some sort of an explosion type of thing.
Oh, wait.
But
I thought that was the summon. No, that's when you kill them.
when you kill them, it turns purple.
What? So what's the fairy?
I don't think I've seen anybody using it yet.
Strange, but okay.
They all know they all know the commands. I went over it with them.
Novasol apparently has it and has used it. Okay. I really enjoy that, like, a light version of your character appears and runs forward when you attack.
Yeah, it's a neat effect.
I'm not sure if it does anything, but it looks kind of cool. Also, don't know if it's on purpose.
I feel like it's on purpose. Maybe.
Just like the giant purple bag appearing every time you kill something.
Yeah. So, I don't know how far the players are going to get into the game, because since there's only one life, they're going to need to take it kind of slow. But I wasn't able to get too far into the game, so I don't know if it's if you play it perfectly, is it going to be an hour? Is it going to be 15 minutes?
I don't know. Kerma, by the way, typing in Discord, hitting left and right twice quickly doesn't run. It only runs about 23% of the time. It gives you the chance to run, and I feel like that is going to be one of the big difficulties of this game.
Yes. A lot of it you can get through without running, or if you fail at running, you get another chance.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some pits that you're gonna get to that you just can't get over without running. So,
also, I'm probably just imagining it. It almost seems like something is constantly pushing you to the left, but I think they're just walking backwards, but it looks like they're sliding.
Yeah.
Because this is a high-quality video game. Oh my gosh.
It seems like that's the kind of thing, if the creator had put a little bit more time into it, they would have gotten around to having it turn backwards, but... And maybe animating the caterpillar.
Like 2 lines of code, that would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was done when it was done.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything quite like this. This is a whole breed of its own. This is weird.
Right?
Yeah.
You can always count on me to give you that.
And then the weird, like, demon Resident Evil screen with the cookies in between.
I also figured that having to wait on the cookie screen for a couple seconds would kind of add to their frustration. But I really like that we get to see that over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, same.
This game has like the right amount of weirdness for me, that you can discern that there's something going on. There's cookies, there's fighting monsters, but it's not entirely clear exactly what it is.
Based off of the amount of talking that I'm seeing in the Discord, I'm going to go ahead and say that this game is much worse than usual. Because in general, I'd say that if a game feels fair and is bearable, then usually people are fairly silent. But when there are already like paragraphs written in Discord 8 minutes in, yeah, it's something special. I think Kerma 7 is gone. What happened?
That's not supposed to happen, but you know, it happens. So whatever Kermit did, they should not do that again.
I want to remind people that the first Kuso6rande had 2-hour matches instead of 1. So 1 is being kind. That's as kind as I get.
Yeah, I generally am pretty kind with my picks in terms of the games not being too trolly or obscenely difficult. This is, though, on the hard end of things that I give out. It was just, it's just too good. And so what I did is I waited for an all-winners match to give it out as their punishment, I mean reward for doing so well.
Yeah, I'd say that, you know, it's very difficult to talk about anything in this game that's good. I think that's the challenge, you know, because almost everything in here is pretty bad. Oh, Kerma has the fairy. I saw the fairy there. She didn't do anything, but she was there.
It's colorful.
Not very. It's like pale green.
Well, the background is, but you got the red roses and...
oh, I was talking about the fairy. Okay.
Yeah. And it spells out a word in coins.
That's cool.
I think before Super Mario World. Well, actually, this was 90.
I feel like this was after Mario World because some of the blocks are very Mario World-esque.
So this was 99. I'm sorry, not 91. So yeah, it was. It was well into the era that that was a known technique, spelling things out with coins.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, in 99, people stopped making DOS platformers.
No, they didn't.
Well, okay, people except for this dev stopped making DOS platformers. Why? Because they weren't good. Just DOS platformers are almost never good. I think Kuso6rande made it to a boss, though.
Yeah, there are indeed bosses.
The guy, oh my gosh, he's totally a Chad. Okay, Kuso6rande is fighting Chad.
I'm watching, that's weird. I'm watching on Khadgar and I'm getting a Twitch purple screen that says that I'm watching an ad.
Oh no, not the Twitch purple screen. I have no idea. Novasol is fighting Chad as well, though.
Huh, maybe it thinks it's that Khadgar is like a pop-up blocker or something like that.
Maybe.
Or an ad blocker.
I know that Khadgar, for one reason or another, or no, Twitch has been getting rid of a lot of these multi-Twitch functions out there, and I think it's dumb. But, you know, what are you gonna do?
You can complain in the user voice forum.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure they'll do anything about
They've responded. I lodged a complaint that there were 3 separate categories for New York Times crossword, and I wanted them consolidated because that's what I stream, and they consolidated it to 2 categories.
What?
So now my viewership is a little bit less split. If you're looking for New York Times crossword, you will not come across it because I'm New York Times crosswords.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You are no longer split with the New York Times crossword.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say it's an improvement. It's a good step forward.
I felt like they actually cared. They read what I had to say, and they cared enough to do something. It wasn't what I wanted them to do.
They compromised.
They compromised. We reached an agreement. And so I'm still producing content.
Heck yeah. You know, it's weird. I feel like every site has some sort of problem, and unfortunately, response time has become much more of a problem over the last little while.
Yeah.
Okay, you know one thing that I hate? The HUD in this game. Well, that too. There are no babies, though, just monsters. Ah! Which means there might be babies. Ah!
I need to share that in the directory, in the zip file, there is a file called abortion.img, which I think they are using to mean like abort, like quit.
Oh no.
It's quite unfortunate.
Yeah. So somebody in chat is mentioning that there appears to be some sort of lag occasionally on White Panther's screen. Does this game have a decent amount of lag? Is it in specific areas where you experience it?
I wasn't getting any lag. So I think it's a Twitch issue.
Either Twitch issue or White Panther's individual computer issue. Yeah, we'll have to see as time goes on. Oh geez, that run jump was extremely hard for White Panther. Yeah, when he attacks, there's a strange amount of lag. And in this area especially, we're just getting it dropping down. But you know, that's the thing with a lot of the stranger consoles as well as DOS. You can try to get everything as set up and close to each other as possible, but actually getting things completely consistent can be a very big challenge.
Yeah, on the opening screen, you have a choice between two different methods of timing opening, like normal and frame skipping.
Wait, did Novasol kill Chad?
What?
Is that the end? How many levels are in this game?
I thought more than one, but I mean, I didn't make it. I didn't make it that far, but from what I read, there were levels plural. But maybe not.
I don't know.
I didn't think anybody would get that far. I always end up underestimating our players.
That's exactly how it goes. Okay, Tristan is saying that a friend took a screenshot of the cake.
Yeah, I see some cake. It looks lovely.
Okay, and
Cake and some candles. And it does look like the word "end" may be written on the cake.
Yeah, I'm just telling Novasol, go for a second round and see if you get a second level. Because that would be great. Also, I do know the main menu has various options.
It does. We could look at some of them. They don't play other levels, but they do amusing things.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay. You know, occasionally we do have this happen. That's completely allowed that in Kuso6rande, if somebody finishes the game, they are considered the victor.
That usually, when you win, you win. That's usually how it works.
Kerma is pointing out there's probably more levels according to the sound test. Yeah, I wonder if there is difficulty setting. Is there a difficulty setting in this?
Not as far as I know. I tried the different options in the main menu, and the second one, the first one plays the game, the second one shows you like credits, the third one is amusing, it shows you a little animation and some sound effects, and the fourth one quits.
Yeah, essentially, I'm telling Novasol if nothing gives an additional level, then I'm going to consider it a victory. Okay, Novasol checking out the various options in that screen. Didn't really look like it did anything except for the animation with the stickman. And apparently this may have been a competitive challenge game of some sort. That would make sense why it is so obscure. And it would also make sense that there may only be the one level in this game. Yeah, it could be like late 90s game jam?
Makes some sense. The credits indicate it was a student that made it.
Okay, I'm inviting Novasol to come chat if he would like. I'm declaring it since it doesn't really look like there is anything other than the first level, first/only level. It would be fine if Novasol comes and chat. Honestly, it seems like this game is pretty dang difficult to get the hang of how it works, just because it doesn't really work. As you can see, all of the other players are struggling. Novasol is just this awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whenever it comes to Kuso6rande, you do not know how the players are going to do. Oftentimes they will exceed your expectations, but sometimes it is just so much more than even that takes into account, you know? This isn't exceeding expectations, this is blowing them away. But Kerma is fighting Chad as well. We may see a second completion here. Hey, you know what? If we have 4 completions early enough, I'm not complaining. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, my only complaint is that I was hoping they'd suffer more, like for longer. I didn't really want the painting to be over quite that fast. But maybe that's what motivated them to get it done so quickly. It's like, it would be nice to win the match, but like, I just want this to be over.
Bungaboo got stuck on a slug and died. So is life. Slugs are like salt to you if you were a slug. Hello there, Novasol. Welcome,
Hello.
and congratulations on your victory.
Did you really give me a one-level game? I don't understand.
I wasn't able to get past the first level, and so I assumed there were more. But as you can see, everybody else is still struggling on it.
Mm-hmm.
I just abuse the fairy and run through everything.
Wait, what does the fairy do?
Gives you invincibility. I figured that out really early.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Yeah.
So, for a limited time, you run
Yes.
out of the blue bar.
Yes. You get a lot of uses of it. I just took things slowly and walked forward, and then the game was over. And I'll take it, but
I think that's the key, is going slowly here.
As everyone can see, Kerma is doing the Chad fight, but, you know, doing it slowly but surely. The biggest thing Kerma needs to do is not get hit by any of the projectiles, because doing that could be a death. Very low health here. Yeah, I think that, you know, this game, just figuring out how to get through all of the damage causers is really all that's needed.
I still haven't figured out what randomly makes me accelerate in the air. That's kind of a problem.
Yeah, I don't know either. I couldn't tell you.
I also don't know what the coins do. I'm just collecting them because I play a lot of Mario games. I assume they help somehow?
Huh. Actually, do something that they asked in chat. What happens if you fill up your gold meter and then finish the level?
I did have a full gold meter when I finished the level,
Well,
which is baffling. I'm working on it.
what can you say? This was a game made in Korea for a competition, as far as we can tell. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Gold is full, so I just gotta make it to the end.
Oh, apparently you have to have a certain number of coins in order to make it to the boss, in order to see the boss.
I see.
Yeah, as it turns out, this game is relatively short, everyone. So, I think, as far as we are aware, it's relatively short. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I can't read Korean, so I can't confirm.
These graphics are hideous.
Yes, they are.
Also, like, you're pretty good at platforming games, right?
Yeah, that's my specialty, I'd say.
Yeah, but still, you're sliding off of platforms
Yes.
while trying to jump. It's what is the struggle here? What is the biggest problem when it comes to the platforming?
There's absolutely no feedback as to whether you're dashing or not, because it's delayed. So you need to make dash jumps to get over pits, but you don't know if you're actually dashing until it's too late.
Uh-oh.
Which is why you may have seen me back up a bunch of times, like I'm doing now, just to make sure I have enough headroom.
Yeah, the weird thing is that as a viewer, it constantly feels like it's wind, because, like, the sprite doesn't turn around, so it's just visually confusing to me as a viewer.
Yeah, that and the complete inability to turn around was baffling. I asked Jeff about it, and he said, you'll have to figure it out on your own. I still don't know if you can.
You can't.
I
Okay.
don't think you can, but I didn't want to give any more advice. I don't usually go beyond what's in the manual, and there isn't a manual for this game, so I just identified keys, because I don't want matches to come down to, like, who figures out that you're supposed to hit, like, control or space bar.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And it's appreciated.
Honestly, what's happening with the players right now, the other players are definitely struggling a lot more. And, you know, people are talking in chat that occasionally one player just really clicks with a specific game. How did you click with this? I don't know, but you did.
Look, it's the streak of Korean DOS games I've been getting.
What?
Apparently I was born for this. I had P and Giddy last time. This is my second Korean DOS game.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize for the consistent Korean video games you've been playing.
If you liked P and Giddy, you should try P and Giddy 2.
That's what we played.
Oh,
Then you should play P and Giddy 1.
P and Giddy 1 Special.
Uh-oh.
I could not do that. Nah, I might. I actually liked P and Giddy too.
It's a little too well known for me to have given out, but you know.
Well, that didn't stop Corn Dan.
No. I just have a kind of self-imposed challenge of finding the most obscure stuff to give out.
Yeah, you don't have to, but at the same time, it's for a good laugh. And honestly, you know, there are plenty of these games that exist out there that are extremely short, but just because they are not well made at all, they can feel almost impossible to get through. So Bungaboo, look at how Bungaboo's doing. He may be able to get to the boss here with the amount of health that he has. This is significant. He's been using the fairy, just like you, Novasol.
Yeah, like this right here, this jump I'm at, it just helps so much to pop the fairy first.
Looks like the yellow meter did not need to be filled in order to get to Chad. So, whatever that Russian site said, it was a lie. I don't know why we're reading Russian websites about Korean DOS video games. This is just not a good game.
I mean, sometimes that's all the information that you can get about these things.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And thank goodness for that Russian website.
Thank you, Russians, for giving Jeff video game mistakes. But at the same time, you know, if you were like a single person making this for a competition, I would have put it out. I'd be like, hey, here you go. It's crap, but I finished a project. And then guess what? My crap lives on forever because the internet exists.
I feel like if the dash were more reliable, it would be downright playable. But as is, it's this instead.
Yeah, because you don't get it more than one life. You can't just try the dash again.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to stay high the whole time, because that way if I fell, at least I could fall on something.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think this is a little bit ahead of its time. This not the game, but the reason that the game came into being. Because game jams are definitely a thing now. In the 90s, they hadn't even been conceived, I think, you know? And the fact that they had essentially a game jam in 90s Korea is huge, you know? And coming up with this, yeah, it's barely playable, but still. They made it during, you know...
They did sometimes have, for demo scene parties, people would make a short game for that, and it wasn't intended to be distributed really beyond the people who were attending the party.
Hey, Kerma has completed the game now.
Hey!
Congratulations, Kerma. Yeah, I had no idea what to make of that screen. I just saw a cake and thought, did I win?
Well, we may have a third completion with Bungaboo fighting the boss. If so, then I would be fine giving White Panther a little bit of a breather, a choice to keep going or not. Hello there, welcome to the party, Kerma.
Hey, Kerma.
The cake party.
The cake was a lie.
I'm sure you
Shut
weren't
up.
expecting this game to be like 10 minutes long either, right?
That was
Jeff
my first
wasn't
question.
expecting it. Like, that's half a joke, but like honestly, you never really know how people are gonna do with games when it comes to Kuso6rande, and sometimes you get a game that's a lot shorter than you expect, because the people who tested this did not beat it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I got to the boss really early, and I was like, oh, I must be doing really bad since, like, I haven't even beaten the first boss yet. And then Novasol posted, like, oh, I think I'm, like, done. And I'm like, oh, no, but apparently that's it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm reading through the Russian website that talks about this game, because it says at one point, let's see, the task is to complete levels, collect bonuses, fight monsters. That is, it would seem the absolute standard, but in reality, this is not the case, and it is almost impossible to play Illersia in Lustra. I kind of agree with it, just based off of what I have seen. The lag when it comes to running almost makes this unplayable.
Yeah, this part I'm at right now, it's just, you have to run at it. Get it?
So this is like a great game for a speed run, right?
No.
Oh yeah, it's super
Well,
short.
yes, but also no. Okay.
So, I'm not sure if they're in the chat, but I actually know somebody who knows Korean, who, like, speaks fluent Korean, so I'm wondering if the end title screen says something like, oh, you did it, but it wasn't good enough or something, or if it really is just the ending.
I don't know. Like, somebody with Google Translate on their phones, you can hold it up to the screen and tell us.
I'm working on the boss now, so let's see
yeah.
the screen again.
Well, the screen also pauses, so you can go back in the VOD and translate it for us. Hey, Bungaboo has completed it as well. There are 3 completions.
Y'all are amazing. Finishing this.
Yeah, so currently I'm trying to see if getting coins to fill the max makes you win. There also seems to be an alternate exit if you go the lower path, which I haven't been able to do yet since you die instantly as soon as you touch a pit.
Yeah. I mean, I think Novasol did the bottom path for a little while there.
I tried it, but I stuck to the upper one. And I beat him with a full coin meter, and it still sent me back.
Hey, White Panther has decided to be a trooper and keep trying. Yes!
What a champion.
Yeah. Hey, also try showing everybody the third menu option, the sound check
I will.
thing.
When I finish this.
Great.
Well, I mean, we don't have their audio.
I don't think there was audio.
Oh.
It's just
I can go
animations.
do it. It's a sound test.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Kerma, are you just playing your audio, or like no mic or Discord?
I'll mute the Discord so it doesn't come through on my stream.
Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and transfer over to your stream for the audio then. Yeah, I hear it loud and clear. Good. His head fell off. Oh, I know this song. Okay. Yeah, it's a bop. Maybe they were just showing off some of the different songs they made, and this was the best way to do it.
That could be. If that is the case, they might have wanted to spend a little bit less time on the sound and a little bit more time figuring out how to have your character turn around.
Yeah, you may be right.
Or figuring out how iframes work. But overall, I do kind of wonder how much of the design choices were intentional to make it difficult.
Well, I mean, again, it was made for a competition. The review that I'm reading about the game talks about it being basically just for notorious hardcore fans of I don't know what video games, which this piece was intentionally done and intentionally made to be difficult. I just feel like some of the biggest difficulties are more flaw related than design related. This is good music. Kerma, I'm rocking. Okay, we'll go ahead and let your audio be silent now. I'll go ahead and transition over to White Panthers again so you can come chat. Well, honestly, Novasol, Kerma, it's great that you were able to be here. You both did fantastic jobs. Bungaboo as well. I feel like White Panther has a good chance of either completing the game or getting close to it. The biggest reason White Panther is significantly behind, though, is due to not using the ferry.
Yeah, I don't know what the last 4 songs are from, but anyone translates that, there you go.
Ah, yeah. I really wonder about the people who made this, because, you know, this is a completely different country that we really did not talk about any of these games back in the day, you know? It's completely new to me.
I have a friend who just telegrammed me saying the songs say garbage.
Wait, what? Like,
apparently they say garbage.
The word
maybe
garbage?
Yeah, apparently maybe it's just like stuff they composed and they just threw in the game.
That's what I bet, you know, like with game jams, a lot of people already have assets and other things already compiled, and sometimes they just throw in whatever they can because it's fun, you know. And why not? If this is a fun personal project that you're not getting paid for, why not throw in things that you made?
Definitely looks like somebody had fun making this.
Like, even though this game is terrible, objectively terrible in pretty much every way, at the same time, like, there is level design. I can tell how far you are in the level just by looking at your screen. I know about how close you are to the boss, and you know, it's not great, but it isn't without merit.
Alright, so there seems to be in the top left corner of the map, there seems to be some word. Now, I figured out that if you, like, run and jump at a specific time on a certain part of the level, you actually get stuck on the top of the screen, so I'm gonna try doing that and see what the word says.
Okay.
They're Easter eggs to discover in this.
Oh my gosh, there are Easter eggs in this game, in this competitive game. Not competitive for players, but competitive for whoever made it. Game competition, game jam competition, yeah.
It was made specifically for a competition. Well, wait, wasn't it made for players to compete?
Well, I don't think it was made for players to compete. I think it was a game jam, essentially, in 1999 in Korea, before game jams even really were a thing.
Yeah, that Russian article doesn't cite its sources, so I don't know what their knowledge is of it.
Complexity of the process is free. They're not originally intended for distribution outside of very narrow circles. Okay, so maybe they were specific. I don't know, Jeff. I don't understand translated Russian. It's either a game jam or just a small community that shared games with each other that they made.
Let's just pretend that this was designed for some kind of challenge for the players, and it would then be fitting that we are giving it out for a competition.
Yeah.
That may or may not be true, but I'm just gonna pretend it is.
I just like that this game seems to be more ambitious than like what was actually accomplished. And I mean, like, it's good, it's cool to do that. Like, I don't think that's a bad thing, but like, has anyone figured out what the Golden Year does? And the fact that it has like a HUD asset like means that clearly they thought like it's gonna do something eventually.
I was told it lets you into the boss fight, but I only ever had a full meter then.
I don't know. Like, it doesn't.
When I've done game jams, it's a pretty common thing to bite off more than you can chew, and then you're often just done with it and don't want to go back to finishing it later when you have a new project. So,
all right, check this action out. I'm gonna try to jump through these coins. Let's see if I actually get any of them. Last time I didn't get any. Oh!
Well, I like that when you have the ferry out, you don't get any coins, so clearly they just disable the collision for the player.
Oh,
well, that's not true, because you can run into enemies and do damage to them when you have the ferry out.
Yeah, I think they just had like 2 different hitboxes or something. I don't know, this is just me speculating, but then they just added a damage hitbox or something. I don't know how you program in DOS or whatever.
That would make sense, or just change your type of hitbox to be a weapon hitbox. That would definitely make sense. Instead of a hitbox where you take damage, it's a hitbox where you deal damage. And because the hitbox where you take damage also collects coins, when it switches to dealing damage, it doesn't collect coins. That would make sense to me. Dumb, but it makes sense.
I like how during the race, I clipped out of bounds and went to the ceiling 3 times, and now I can't do it, now that I'm trying to do it. Of course.
Right?
Welcome to video games, yeah.
I got my foot stuck in walls, which was nice.
So these caterpillars just are stationary, right?
Yeah.
It seems like that's not too hard of an obstacle to deal with, but I've seen a couple times people getting stuck on them, and they just seem to use a lot of, since you don't have iframes, really.
Yeah, I thought they were invulnerable at first.
Saying they take
carry on them.
way too many hits. They also put them under blind jumps, so you'll fall on them.
Yeah. Oh, the blind jump problem. What are the spikes in the air? Are those anything at all?
No, they have no collision.
They're decoration. Okay.
Yes.
Decorative spikes. You know, I could deal with some decorative spikes in my house. You know, just put them up, have fun, have a party, put spikes on the wall, hope nobody impales themselves, and if they do, whatever. You know, it's their fault, not mine.
It'd be nice if they were a little more clearly marked as background.
Yeah. There's a lot.
No!
Oh, what happened?
Oh, I got juggled.
Oh no, White Panther is dead. White Panther. Hopefully you're able to finish the game I want. 4-person completion. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. Yeah, Kerma is still trying to do this glitch. I don't know how it's done or why it happened for you, but...
Oh, I know exactly what happened. So this tree object right here, this is so the top of this is considered a platform, I'm assuming. So I have to, like, this dragon is gonna like own me, I can tell totally. Like, if I run and jump on top of the tree, I get on top of the screen. And when I'm on top of the screen, there's no way to get down because it acts as a platform, I think.
Okay.
So
I like it.
Yeah, so let me see if I can... I want to kill this dragon because I don't want to like get knocked down at the last second. But...
Yeah, we're not in a rush. We've got White Panther still playing.
Alright. I'm
gonna work on that bottom path.
Yeah. We gotta find out if there are secrets.
Alright, here you go. So now I'm on the... Oh, wait. Why doesn't it... Okay. Now I'm at the top of the screen. Now... I guess maybe the platform doesn't work backwards, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't seem to work backwards, so I can't show you what it says at the top left.
Dang it.
But let's.
What if you? I don't know. Yeah, let's go see what's at the top right. I want to see.
Oh, okay. Well, I fell through. I don't know how it works.
Thank you, video games. This stream has been brought to you by video games, and this is one of them. So thank you so much for being here. Well, Kerma and Novasol, I appreciate you being here. You're free to hang out for as long as you want, but feel free to take off as well. It's been.
Oh, no, I'm enjoying this.
Nah, I'm having fun.
Okay, cool.
What? Y'all have Stockholm syndrome. You're finding this fun?
Look, if I can't find this fun, then the rest of this turn is gonna be miserable, right?
Yeah. So you gotta find. Are you okay?
No.
Oh, you're dead.
I just love these really weird foreign indie games because, like, I don't know, like, there's something about the art style you like don't see anywhere else, or something like that. I don't know how to describe it.
It's true. This is like level design, especially by 99, had sort of been a lot more standardized in American games and in Japanese games. This definitely breaks a lot of the rules that you would normally have. And also, you know, it's just somebody who I would say obviously has not done much or any professional design work for video games before putting this together. I mean, look at this background on White Panther's screen. You've got the green rectangle and then the sky right next to it. Like, that's not how sky works at all. I've seen the sky multiple times and it does not have that cutoff. Yeah, not only that, but like a lot of the characters that show up in these games deal with either local monsters or folklore, or, you know, we've got this guy wearing a giant hat that just, I don't know what kind of hat this is. It has some symbols on it that makes it seem like it's some mythical legendary hat. So I assume that there is some folklore linked to this, but
what?
But why did the cookies turn into monsters? Like, this is what blows my mind. That's so out of nowhere.
Probably because they had a cool cookie graphic.
Yeah, there are no cookies in the game. There's just Chad. Chad is the villain.
Is it a pun? Like, do you have to be fluent in Korean to understand it? Like, is it some sort of
it could be.
I still don't know what the title means. It certainly is not Korean.
Yeah, that is... What is an Illersia? Lustra, isn't that like shiny?
Sounds like it, like luster.
Yeah. Maybe a lustrous illusion.
But Illersia could just be the name of the character, right?
Hey, my name's Lustra. You can also call me Big Hat Guy. Got a big hat.
I kept misreading it as Lustria and thought of Warhammer, which made this make much less sense.
Oh, that is pretty amazing.
Hey,
so yeah, go ahead.
Forgive my cultural ignorance, but isn't the like stretchy nose, like long nose guys a Japanese thing? Is it a Korean thing too?
A lot of them share elements of folklore. I would assume that there could be shared elements like that. I don't know too much about Korean folklore, though. Oh, White Panther's on the boss, Chad! Yeah. I call him Chad because of his hat. No, White Panther is dead! No!
There are also quite a lot of Japanese folks in Korea.
Okay, I see Corndan and White Panther typing. White Panther saw the boss and doesn't care to play anymore. I'm calling it. That is time.
Excellent. I was expecting the players to do more or less on the level that White Panther did, because this was everybody who won their first match, right?
I believe so. I believe everybody here did pretty dang fantastic for their first match. Yeah. White Panther took first. Yeah. Yeah.
So with White Panther not even finishing the game in an hour, that was my thought. Is this is super hard. Nobody's gonna get through it. So.
Yeah, it's kind of a surprise. Yeah, you gave them a short game that you didn't know was short to players who absolutely destroyed the first round. Like, yeah, it's I guess it's a little bit surprising, but you never really know until people play it. Karma, not Karma. Could have good Karma. Yeah. Karma and Novasol, seriously, this was a lot of fun to watch you play it, even if it's weird that this game still has a bit of charm despite how bad it is.
I couldn't stop playing it.
It's the stupid cookie that looks like it belongs in Resident Evil. It's killing me, okay?
I will never eat cookies again. Thank you, Jeff.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, good faces, bot. There's another one for you.
That is a good face.
It is a good face, yeah.
Why it's looking down, it makes it look kind of sad.
It's sad to be turning into a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I would be sad too if I couldn't be a cookie anymore.
Somebody on my stream, like not the Brossentia stream, but I'm just tabbing back to my OBS, and they said, Google Translate of the text on the cake screen reads, "Finally finished. It is time of the resurrection of the confectionery school."
Yes, bring back confectionery school.
See, doesn't that clear everything up?
That actually clears up a lot more than I expected.
It also I don't know if you brought this up, but it also clears up the fact that the first file in the zip is abortion.annie.
Yeah, I mentioned that. That's a thing.
There's also cookgod.pcx.
What? Cookgod.pcx. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Well, you know what? I'm really glad that you were able to come and play and actually enjoy something that is objectively pretty dang bad. Like, that's the thing. Bad games don't have to be unenjoyable. Bad games can have a lot of fun behind the weird, strange, dumb mechanics. And figuring it out is sort of like figuring out a puzzle. Eventually, you're going to figure out how to make the controls work for you. So, I think that's pretty much all that I have. Kerma or Novasol, anything that you want to say, or any projects you're involved in right now, or marathons that are coming up that people should be aware of?
Not projects, but I've been streaming some randomizers lately.
Ooh, of what game?
Final Fantasy VI is one I got into recently.
Interesting. Okay.
And I also do Link to the Past randomizer sometimes.
Cool. So Novasol is your go-to for rando. Yeah. What about you, Kerma?
I just got my stream layout set up and stuff, so I've been trying to stream more. I'm not really a streamer. I actually just joined this because I really like bad games.
Aww. Well,
so
that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to stream more, but I mean, you can check me out on my Twitch if I'm ever streaming. Give a follow. I try and stream PS2 games. I'm going through the full set of PS2 games and trying to stream anything that sounds really bad or weird that I've never heard of.
Yeah, and that's Kerma7 on Twitch for everybody.
Yeah.
So perfect. Thank you, Jeff. What were you gonna say?
You have a marathon coming up, don't you, Brossentia?
Yeah, I do. I can go ahead and talk about that during the transition. I'll go ahead and let you go, Kerma and Novasol. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for
Well,
having
thanks
us.
for having us.
Yeah, bye. Take care.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Well, Jeff, you're right. I do have a marathon coming up, the Fastest Furs, this next week. I'll be playing Monkey King, and I'm going to be hosting for Hello Kitty Roller Rescue, as well as up through Wolfchild for that. It's for the Organization for Autism Research. It's going to be great, and I am super excited to actually be doing a speed run again, because it's been too long. The bad thing is that I just tell them a game and they're like, sure, we'll take it. Like, oh well. Okay.
They trust you, which is good.
They pretty much try to take anyone. I do know that Mick Cyborg in chat here is doing something that's not a speed run as well. They have a few other things that people are doing. So it's going to be fun. It's for charity, and heck, it's getting me a little bit closer to the community that, I'd been a part of for a long time, but kind of disappeared for a while. Which version of Wolfchild? I believe the Super Nintendo version of Wolfchild, Kirozy. The Tube and Bin Wolfchild, correct. Well, Jeff, I'll let you go. We're going to run a quick ad and be right back after that. So take care, all right?
Absolutely, thank you.
Bye! My gosh, I'm loving this music. Yeah, I chose good music. So you gotta compliment yourself from time to time. You gotta pat yourself on the back. Be like, pretty awesome.